I don't think today's gonna be a specifically super long live stream, but I do have
famous
a.
last word. 4 hours later, yeah, it's short.
I mean, hell, I mean, sometimes that's exactly how it happens. Like, yeah, man, I think today's gonna be like an hour live stream. You know, at the end of the live stream, it's like 3 hours and 32 minutes deep. And it's like, Jesus, wasn't this supposed to be a short live stream? Like, what the hell happened with that?
Right.
But there are a couple of things of topic that I wanted to talk about today. So,
what's in your hand?
What is that in my hand?
What is that?
What's going on there?
That's some new big rubber guy Latuni release or something? New Mattel LGN? What's going on?
It might be. But I don't know if I want to talk about this today. Actually, I got on the phone with Bone Breaking Action today, and I think that we're probably going to hold off on discussing this today because he wants to wait till Wednesday when he's off because he wants to discuss this personally.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Perfect. Yeah.
So, but I did get the new prototype from the factories. I actually got a couple of new prototypes from the factory. So I was actually expecting this son of a bitch to come in. I was thinking it was going to take like a month to arrive from China, and they UPS this sucker, and they shipped it out on Friday. Just got it in today. So
holy cow! Well, that's good. Sounds like they're motivated then, at least, huh?
Yeah, but I will admit though, so far, look at the spikes and stuff on the hair. Like this stuff looks freaking amazing.
Wow.
And the detail, he really pointed this out. When you look at this unpainted, the detail of the eyes of this figure is so freaking good.
Yeah.
But when it's painted in, all you see is the mesh of the eyes, all painted in. So you don't really see that detail. But seeing that the unpainted of the mask and the eyes and all that and the eyelids, it looks incredible.
So the paint can kind of obscure some of the detail, but yeah, no, it looks really good on the mask, on his shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm loving this part right here.
So what's the difference between the two? They're both proto. Yeah, I mean, you could just tease it for Wednesday, right?
Yeah, but I guess we could go over a little bit. I mean, he and I are obviously going to go more in detail, but I mean, I could give a little spoof of what we're going to talk about. This right here is obviously plastic. Right. So this is a non-movable piece. Now, if we did decide to go with plastic, it's not LJN, it's not rubber, it's not 40 and 50 what 40 and 50-year-old men are looking for, right? It's not nostalgia, it's not what people grew up with. The only thing that I could say with this, it would be a lot cheaper. I would not sell this on card for no $100 like what I was planning. So I would probably drop this to $50. Hell, I could probably even drop this to as little as $25 to $35 like what Mattel is charging. If we went with the plastic option.
But do you want to?
But nobody wants plastic. They want that rubber option that LGN came out with. But nobody is coming out with these rubber figures like what LGN came out with in the 80s, right? Yes, you got all these other companies, and I do see quite a few comments here, so I want to hit up these before I go too far. Yeah. Hey, Yoga, hey, what's going on?
That's a good question about the figure, too.
Is the figure of the guy in the blue? No. This is Bone Breaking Action. He does have his own YouTube channel, and he does a lot of comedic stuff. He does actually make a lot of his own commercials, and actually, you could pretty much say he makes his own cartoons as well. So for like guys who are like looking for like, hey, do you have like any source material like cartoons like He-Man and Thundercats, they have cartoons, they have action figure lines that come on afterwards, right? Technically, from Bone Breaking Action's YouTube channel, you technically could call what he makes as his own little his own cartoon channel of sorts. Plus, he makes a lot of stop motion action wrestling content as well. So I mean, he is a bona fide wrestler in his own right as well. So I mean, he was a indie circuit wrestler. He was never, big WCW, WWF wrestler, but he is a legitimate indie circuit wrestler in his own right. So it was pretty awesome for me to be able to get, this YouTube star, indie wrestler, his own action figure. So it's pretty awesome to be able to get him his own piece.
Looks like you could cut yourself with that mohawk, maybe.
It does. I mean, it does have like a nice little sharpness to it, so that's pretty sweet. And what am I always looking for? Color detail to the figures. Once it's painted, obviously, it's got a lot of graphics to it. It would have been nice if they actually had, where wrestling is real, key details to what you find on Bone Breaking Action's channel. That part is obviously missing from this figure, but it still has the BBA detail on the shirt, obviously. Perfect playable wrestling fighting pose, which is also always something I'm looking for.
It looks like it's there's the arms. So they do assemble it, don't they? From the what do you call those pieces? What I think you posted
with the how Mattel with like what's his name? Logan Paul.
Famously,
you peel him apart and he looks like a freaking dildo.
It's funny, before you pull him apart, he looks like a dildo too.
Yeah, so at some point, at some point, when we get with the factory, we are going to have to find some way to kind of, fill this in with something so that it's actually filled in completely with rubber or something. I don't know how they're gonna do that. So it's a full rubber piece.
Because some of the figures, don't they leave hollow too? I don't know, BRGs.
Yeah, when we look at Mattel, why are they selling it for $25? Because
it's hollow.
They're movable pieces. They got that opening. They're like 2 or 3 pieces mixed in. So, and I hate that.
Yeah.
You do have customizers who make their own, who pour their own rubber, and they are 100% rubber pieces. But to actually be able to go out to legitimate factories and be able to mass produce your own. This is it. This is basically what you're getting from companies like Mattel and big rubber guys, etc. And that sucks because we want these big, as people call them, dog toys. I hate that. I don't refer to them as dog toys. I will never refer to them as dog toys. But you want that big, the full on rubber figures. But look at this. Is what you weren't getting from the Sin Bodhi customs that I had before. You want those rubber pieces, right? You want that flexibility to the figures.
Are both prototypes that flexible? Because the one you were knocking.
No. This is the rubber figure. This is
the difference. One's plastic and one's rubber.
Yeah, this is fully plastic.
Because the coloration looked different too. So I'm like, well, what's the difference between the two? Yeah, I didn't catch that. Okay.
So I'm hoping that they could take this. So I want this body, like the hardness of this, kind of on this. So, but I still want the flexibility of this figure.
You want the hardness just in the torso, you mean? But you still want flexibility in the limbs?
Just kind of like in here. But BBA kind of mentioned like filling this with like sand or something. I don't know how they would do that, but you can't put it with sand, not really, because it would make it too heavy. Yeah, especially when you start putting it on card and with the bubble, it would break. And
it might make noise.
Yeah, well, I mean that was just like a reference, like an example, but not cocaine. Oh man, that's funny as hell.
Because I even got like I think a hawk and a falcon out front because I had a bird nesting on my front porch, and they're little figures, and you fill them with sand so they don't go anywhere. So it's kind of they make interesting noises because I'll move them periodically just for giggles. And of course, the sand can shake around. I wonder what you would fill that with, other than more rubber or something. Yeah, you want to catch up on. There's some chuckleheads, but I think most of the people are just hanging out saying hi. Trying to figure out what you're talking about, what you're doing.
Hey, who is this? Cortez rooting for the Brewers. Brewers aren't going anywhere this season. I mean, they've traded away their entire team. You can't.
Have they already? The
If
yearly
the
ultimate thing.
freaking Brewers still win the division this season,
They might.
look, they're the freaking Brewers, man. They might, but
duct tape and whatever they can find, they find a way. Problem is that's never going to win them a title, and I feel bad. I do feel bad for them because I complain about the Cubs not spending. Just imagine if you're the Brewers. I mean, they act like Milwaukee's a town of 5 people or something. Like, you guys have enough money, but they never spend it.
Yeah, but if the freaking Brewers end up winning the darn division again,
yeah, Cubs has a good off season, so I'm hoping the Cubs win the division. But I mean, they are the Cubs.
No, but the Cubs are. Who was it? One of these Vegas rollers, whoever, they have the Cubs slated to win the World Series this year over the Dodgers.
I'm like Cubs shirt and hat, and I don't know if I'd go that far.
I'm like they freaking better. But what is it? Next week and a half, spring training starts.
That's right, February 9th, so it'll be around.
I'm like, heck yeah.
Dang, yeah, because I didn't think about that with February arriving. That's when the pitchers and catchers report. Well, actually, pretty soon position players too, don't they? Because they start playing like spring training games in March.
Heck yeah. Hey, what's going on, Hannah? Welcome to the show.
But yeah, so tune in Wednesday for more updates on the BBA stuff. I don't want you to ruin it for him. That'd be good. So obviously you don't need me Wednesday. I can just be in the audience, kick back and watch you guys talk about it. That'd be good. He's kind of the original Wednesday co-host, and it's his figure. It's a figure of him. He needs to be here to talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah, and Brady's dude, Shadow Ban. So
oh yeah, that's one of your titles, YouTube Shadow Ban.
Yeah, so I've been talking about this.
I just caught the mayonnaise too in your title. We'll wait for Ross to show up for mayonnaise.
I gotta put that in there for Ross. I don't know how long this video is gonna go, so I'm like, I just want to put that in there for him just in case he shows up towards the end.
Pretty funny.
I've been saying this for I don't know how many weeks now. I kind of feel like at the very beginning, early going, my videos used to get like 200 views. Not anything special. 200 views for my channel is considered a lot. 200 views in the grand scheme of YouTube is a pittance. It's nothing. 2,000 views in YouTube is nothing. But you know what? 200 views for me, like, I'll take it. Like, that to me is golden. I love it. But nowadays, like, if I reach 100 views nowadays, like that, like I would have to bend over and kiss somebody's ass. Like that, like would be like heaven. So nowadays, like to get to like 75 to 100 views would be, like I said, would be special. Lately I've been going back through my live streams and I've been cherry picking some of my, favorite segments, because nobody wants to go and watch a 3-hour live stream or a 2-hour live stream, a 5-hour live stream, right? So, but there are certain topics, certain things that that I've been talking about that I feel like I want my viewers to see, like the icy hot story, which I thought was hilarious. So I, cherry picked that segment from that video, edit it into a shorter regular video,
right?
So that viewers can watch that video. Me being it's an embarrassing story, but it's a funny story, and it's less than 10 minutes. I figure all my viewers would have a good chuckle at my expense. It's like what, a day, 2 days later, and less than 20 views. I'm like, hold on a minute, this is no. There's no way in hell 20 less than 20 people want to watch that video. I mean, it's stupid as hell. It's embarrassing as hell. People would want to laugh at me for that. Come on, it's a good story. I mean, it's stupid, but it's funny.
Right.
Even though I'm not the best storyteller in the world, it's still a fun thing to talk about, right? Or how I proposed to my wife. I think that was a funny story, or whatnot. So I'm like, how does that get less than 30 views after all of these days? I mean, yes, it's something I already talked about on live stream. So people that have already seen it on live stream, I can understand them not wanting to rewatch it. But my regular viewers, somebody would have more than 30 people would have watched that video, right? So
Yeah, maybe
I
they missed
think
your live stream, and people who didn't watch the live stream because it's probably a couple hours long could have completely
exactly.
missed these stories and things completely. Yeah.
And it's funny because today when I woke up, I got this message from Reddit, and this person posted this Reddit saying, uh, "Am I shadow banned?" And I'm like, "Okay, interesting." I was asking myself this question the other day, and I clicked on it, and this person's like, "Yeah, I usually get 20,000 views or 50,000 views." And I'm like, "I freaking hate you."
Whoa! Holy
I'm
cow!
like, we're not in the same boat at all.
We are not the same.
But
If you know that meme. Yeah.
uh, and then they showed a screenshot, 50,000 views, 25,000 views, 20,000 views. I'm like, I hate you already. And the last two videos, 0 views. And
Whoa!
I'm like, okay.
That's quite a
They're
drop
like,
off.
and they're like, okay, am I shadow banned? I'm like, maybe, but I don't know. And
Possibly.
I'm wondering, when I was having like all the trolls kind of like spamming my channel and everything, and I had to keep reporting those videos and whatnot.
Mm.
Is my reporting of those scam channels or spam videos and all that, did that somehow hurt my channel? Did YouTube look at that and be like, hey, he's a problem channel or account or something, and suddenly block me from the algorithm or something? I don't know. Uh,
Yeah,
but
is the shadow ban really just the algorithm changing so that it doesn't necessarily suggest you to strangers and stuff that search for content? Is that typically
I
the of action?
I don't even know. I have no idea.
There's a lot of
But
shenanigans at play.
when
I'm sure they're using AI too. 'Cause
but when
everything.
people are up there posting pictures of my house and my address,
Mm.
and putting my wife's face up on there and stuff, I'm like, come on, people are doxing you and stuff. I'm like, you gotta freaking report it to YouTube. Hey, this person's doxing me. Please remove this video or something.
Yeah.
And it's not like I was just complaining for nothing. Like, dude, this person is harassing my freaking account. All right, they're
Mhm.
using my name and my face and everything and creating a fake account. Like, what the hell?
Right.
And all of a sudden now my videos don't get no freaking views whatsoever. So I mean, I don't make YouTube videos. It's not like my videos get. It's not like I get monetized or get paid for my videos. I make this for fun. I make this for the community so that we can all enjoy each other and have camaraderie, communication. You just enjoy each other's company and stuff. So, but I mean, you kind of want to make these videos so that people can enjoy them, and if they're not enjoying your content, it does hurt a little bit, obviously.
Mm. Yeah.
So.
Especially some of the videos you make, like the LGN terms and stuff like that, where you sit down. Some of this, I mean, you kind of plan the topics on a live stream, but a lot of it is kind of stream of consciousness. So I don't like if it was just me, I feel like I'm not putting a lot of effort into it. But those other ones that
Yeah,
you put effort into, you want people to watch. And so
absolutely.
when you get 200 views, now you're down to 100 views, now you're down to 20 views. You're like, well, because I assume a shadow ban isn't necessarily, well, now in their case, they went from like tens of thousands to 0. That's an obvious sign.
Yeah.
In your case, you can't quite tell, like, is it a shadow ban? Did the algorithms just turn against me, or not finding enough, strangers? Why are they not getting directed to you? Is it a shadow ban or not quite? I don't know. I don't know the whims of the Google's, YouTube's algorithms or AI, whatever AI is doing, because everything's AI,
Right.
of course, which is ludicrous.
So I was talking to somebody, or I've been talking to somebody on Facebook for a while, and he asked me not to talk about it, so I'm not going to mention any names or anything, but he gave me a price of a professional wrestler that we all watched in the
Oh,
90s. And this particular wrestler had a particular gimmick that only lasted for probably a couple appearances.
oh,
And he was brought over from WCW, came over to WWF
mm,
for particular religious reasons. This particular wrestler couldn't keep the gimmick.
mm,
Vince McMahon wasn't satisfied with his health, so I guess for embarrassing reasons, they changed his gimmick to this sort of gross type of character. So, uh,
leading to clues.
So anyway, but this wrestler, like I enjoyed the living hell out of this wrestler when I was young. Like I enjoyed, like he was so much fun. And you know how much I enjoy big guys, right? I enjoyed Andre the Giant and Bam Bam Bigelow and Natural Disasters and guys like that, right? King Kong Bundy, they're all my favorites.
And they also make good figures too, right? The big guys.
And their action figures, like I love the big heavy set action figures. Like I love the figures that have a good grip to them, that have a lot of weight to them. So that's a lot of fun, right? So
I'm kind of nervous about the new LJN Bundy. If they're getting cheap with the materials, he might not be quite as heavy as he should be, right?
absolutely. And so I reached out to him because he's like, hey, you should join this group. I'm like, hell yeah, join the group. Reached out to him. I'm like, hey, do you think that this family would be interested in a LJN figure of this character? Yes, they would be. I actually helped the family, with or helped the estate with the character. I sell their merchandise. I'm like, dude, that's freaking awesome. So he gave me a price of what the family is looking for, and what they're looking for in the front end, what the family is going to be looking for on the back end, depending on how many figures I'm looking to sell.
Right.
For a YouTuber, I'm only looking to sell like maybe 250 figures, right? But for a professional wrestler, especially a superstar wrestler, I'm probably not going to go 500 figures, 600. I'm probably going to go a high number, probably like 1,000 figures, right?
Okay, especially for someone who's that people might know, right?
Yeah. So if that's the case, maybe I might even go higher. Like if there is legitimate, like I think there will be legitimate interest. And especially knowing that there's going to be additional costs associated in the back, I might even go 2,000 figures plus. Because I think these are something that a lot of people are going to want to buy. And I don't want scalpers where they're going to have to, where
good.
people are going to buy 10 of them and then going to try and sell them for $200 on eBay. I always want them available from, where people can buy them for me if necessary.
I assume this person doesn't have a lot of figures made of him either, so it's not like it's a saturated market like everybody makes a macho.
He's got retro figures available.
Oh, but not LJN.
But no LJNs.
So that's a niche, yeah.
So that should be really awesome, right?
If the money can make sense, right? I mean, obviously they deserve the money, but it still might be maybe too much, or I don't know.
Yeah.
I have to think about it. Have to do the math.
So let me get through some of these comments. I know I'm kind of lagging behind here.
Yeah, we got a mix of, I don't recognize a lot of the people, but we got some good people out here, I think.
So you got Corey. Hey man, Corey. Hey Corey, thanks, bud.
Yeah, I saw Corey in there. I think
pictures of coordinate. Yep.
Talking about your progress. Tune in Wednesday for more progress updates. That should be exciting. If that's just looking at. Maybe I missed what Gabriel said.
Past halftime. I don't watch football, so I don't even know what the hell happened during the Super Bowl.
I know Bad Bunny was there. So, I mean, and if you followed wrestling, that's actually, I don't follow modern music. I'm old now, so I don't. So I hadn't heard of him before, but he's also a wrestling fan, so they had an angle or two. He actually performed in a few matches a year or two ago, I think, because in fact, I think he's from Puerto Rico, and they had a PLE in Puerto Rico. I think if I remember, it was like a Puerto Rican street fight or something with him and maybe Damian Priest or someone like that. And I'm like, oh, he's like a rapper. He's a musician. No, I didn't know that because I don't follow. I've fallen woefully behind as an adult. Happens to all of us. It seems like, unless you're maybe a super huge. Well, like a friend of mine, similar age, he's a big, music fan, so he stays up on top of it. I've enjoyed music. I don't always stay on top of the new things. Like I just saw recently, I guess Megadeth released their final album. I'm like, are they still around? I didn't even know that because I used to listen to them when I was a kid. How do I know? So I have to check it. Actually, I got from Kyle Peterson. He's a big music fan. He's always talking music. Not a lot of stuff I always like, but he mentioned Megadeth was his album of the week or whatever on his podcast. I'm like, oh, Megadeth's still around? Huh. Yeah, I think they're talking a lot about the halftime show, but I didn't watch the Super Bowl either because I didn't know who to root against. I didn't really care about either team. I feel bad, though, because it looked like the Patriots got manhandled, so bum's probably sad. today, Patriots fan. But he'll have to go to bed tonight, and sleep himself. Cry himself to sleep with what they have 6 or 8 titles or something. The Patriots already do, so they'll be okay, right? Tom Brady, I think didn't Tom Brady and them win like 5, 6, 7 Super Bowls, something ridiculous. So they'll probably be okay.
I don't follow football, so I
Yeah.
I have no idea, but I would have said somewhere around there, 15, 20, 82.
He's got a lot. He's got
um,
and they'll be okay. And they're rebuilding already. They're in the Super Bowl again without Tom Brady or Belichick, so they'll probably be okay. We got a good young quarterback. I think a pretty good defense. They just ran into an even better defense, it sounds like. I saw the Seahawks because I watched a lot of NFC West games. Yeah, their defense started off good and got better throughout the year.
Man, I made my wife a freaking McDonald's sandwich the other day, and I swear to God, she reminded me of freaking Ross. Like, I got such bad memory problems, right? And I called out to my wife. I'm like, you want a McDonald's sandwich? Yeah. No mayonnaise, right? No mayonnaise. Cool.
What do I do? Sandwich, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know I've never had one with mayo. I'd like to try that. That sounds.
It's just an English muffin with mayonnaise on it.
You don't make your
own scrambled eggs and a melted cheese.
You make your own
cheese.
You make your own
and bacon and bacon.
Oh, bacon McMuffin.
And
sausage too? Did you say sausage and bacon?
No sauce. You can put sausage on it. It's either sausage or bacon. I put bacon.
Why not both? No, but yeah.
But
I always preferred the sausage.
But I even verify with her that she doesn't want mayonnaise. And what do? I'm over there putting my mayonnaise on my English muffin. Pick up her muffins, braid the freaking mayonnaise like a jackass. And then I look at it afterwards, and I'm like, son of a bitch. I freaking put mayonnaise on her after I freaking verify with her that she doesn't want mayonnaise. And I'm like, only her and freaking and Ross doesn't want mayonnaise. Doesn't like. She likes mayonnaise. It's not like she's against it, but for some reason she doesn't want it on her English muffins. I'm like, dude, it goes with the sandwich.
Honestly, I wouldn't have thought to put mayo on it, but now I kind of want to try that because I think if you get it from McDonald's, and most breakfast sandwiches don't have any condiment at all, so I've never even thought about. Like I'm kind of lazy and cheap, so I keep a lot of like Jimmy Dean or other frozen breakfast sandwiches in the morning that you can warm up in a couple minutes, and then I've got my breakfast, and it tides me over till lunch. That way I can sleep in, and I don't have to get to work super early. And those don't come a condiment of any kind on it either. And I never really thought about putting anything on those before, but now I kind of want to try mayo on a breakfast sandwich. What if they do that at a McDonald's or everybody makes them? I wonder if they would put. How about mayo in a breakfast burrito? You ever have a breakfast burrito? I wonder what that would be like.
Yeah, it's nice though because the next morning I just wrapped it up and had it the next morning for myself. But man, I miss Afghanistan though because on the SF compound, whenever they made the McDonald's sandwiches. They always have the individually wrapped sandwiches, and you never got those in Big Army side defects. You only got it on the team side, and whenever they had them, I'd get myself my to-go plate. I'd put like 5 of those bastards in there, and fill my to-go plate with like 5 or 6 of those damn sandwiches, so that I would always have a damn McDonald's sandwich, like probably all week long.
Did they not make them every day? I take it. Was it like one day a week or a couple days a week, or just here and there?
It wouldn't be like once a week, but every so often. Yeah, it would be like a special occasion type of deal.
That's why you had to stack up. Yeah, when they would make them, you had to take advantage.
Absolutely.
I got
and they keep those things stocked throughout breakfast, so it's not like you're taking away from other people who are going in there.
Right. Yeah. And they didn't care if you took like 5 of them. They realized you weren't going to eat all 5. You're eating one, and then keep.
If every single person went in there took 5, I'm pretty sure somebody would be pissed off. Like the defect manager would be like, clipping a freaking asshole. But like no, like every single person wasn't doing that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh hell, I gotta stock up on these suckers.
They didn't like them as much as you. No, I love a breakfast sandwich. That's why, like I say, I keep at least some frozen breakfast sandwiches in the freezer at all times, pretty much.
But also, like defect would close at like 9 o'clock. I'd go in there like 8:30. So when I went in, like it was like right at the end of mealtime anyways.
So they all got their fill first. You were, like you said, you were robbing from anyone. So somebody wouldn't come along later and they're like, "Where's all the sandwiches?" Oh yeah, Waddy.
Yeah, so it's not like I was going in at like 7 o'clock in the morning and it closes at 9, and I was stacking up or
taking 20 of them or something, taking a whole bin or whatever, take a whole tray. Octopus toast dipped in lemonade. I don't know if you could do that. I was catching up on the chat. You mentioned McDonald's, and Zach's asking if you could prank McDonald's and ask for octopus toast dipped in lemonade. You could probably try that. That reminds me of when David Letterman had a show, and he used to film gags. I don't know how he got the McDonald's or the other places in on it, but he would run a drive-through like at a Taco Bell or McDonald's, and he'd mess with the customers, which was always funny. I think about the only one I can remember is I think it was a McDonald's, and some lady or guy asked, "What's in the Happy Meal?" And I think he said like German potato salad and a pack of cigarettes. With that kind of level of messing with the people. I don't know. Like I said, probably they didn't mind because they're getting free publicity and it's David Letterman, but he would like run the drive-through at one of these fast food places. It was pretty fun at the time. I can't remember all the gags he would do, but that sounds like something he would mess with.
Oh, damn.
What's the special today? Octopus toast dipped in lemonade. What? Is this McDonald's? Is this Taco Bell? I think one time he got someone, maybe he paid for it, but they had like a convertible or something. I think he like filled it with burritos or something weird in a Taco Bell or something like that. Or I might be remembering an actual commercial for Taco Bell. It was a long time ago. I think Letterman. When was the last time Letterman had a show? It's been a while. I mean, even his replacement. Was Colbert his replacement, or was he his replacement's replacement? Even Colbert's show's ending. And so on. Pictures.
I don't know how my darn nose is bleeding.
Too much dry air, too much nose blowing. I hate that when you do that. Like I'll wake up in the morning and you get a nice nose blowing. Like, oh, I feel cleared out, but I blew too hard and I start bleeding a little. Usually it's only in the wintertime when there's drier air.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, great, everything cleared out. Well, yeah, but whatever you cleared out started a cut or something, and now my nose is bleeding a little. It's annoying.
2 points.
Made it. So if this doesn't work out, you can go play basketball.
There you go.
Basketball's big in Kentucky. They did definitely, right? University of Kentucky in Louisville. I think Cornette's always talked about basketball. College basketball. I don't know. There's Memphis. Memphis Grizzlies are still there, aren't they? Maybe. Yeah, there's a pro ball team, I think, in there. Yeah, I think so. I haven't watched the Bulls in a long time, so I don't remember.
Man, I haven't watched basketball, like actual NBA, since like I said, since '99, since the lockout season. I mean, after the Bulls won their last championship, and then they basically just dismantled their team, and then they were like a 13-win team. That was it. I gave up on basketball after that. That, and I just didn't care about basketball anymore. I became a baseball fan. I mean, I was a huge baseball fan, so I really didn't care about basketball anymore. So.
Yeah, no, I got it. I mean, we really had something special with Jordan. It's hard to. Where do you go from Michael Jordan? But I think Rose and them, they had some teams that were okay. They just were never quite good enough to get over the hump. I remember
Elton Brand was supposed to be like the next Jordan. Everyone was making a big fuss about everyone's like, yeah, he was going to be the next Jordan 100%. And I'm like, he was a good player, but what was he, like a 20-point a game guy? I mean, he was great. I mean, he was, but like he wasn't like nowhere near what level of Jordan was. I think Jalen Rose was probably the closest. Wasn't Jalen Rose an MVP type?
Maybe a year or two. I don't remember if he was consistently that good. I was thinking maybe a Kobe Bryant could be a Michael Jordan-esque. You can kind of tell he modeled his game after him. I don't know if Kobe played as good at defense. I know LeBron does not. But LeBron's also a different body type, and he's been playing forever. So, though I think they finally said that LeBron finally just passed Jordan for like 30-point games, and LeBron has played like twice as many games.
Oh yeah,
it's a shocking stat. Like, of course, LeBron has more points. He's been playing for like 20 years. Jordan.
He's been playing for like 9 or 10 more years. Yeah.
Yeah. But he just now passed him in like 30-point games. And I mean, LeBron, he would typically do more assists, but in the crunch time, about one of the few superstars that always kept the ball unless he saw somebody open was Jordan. LeBron many times will shirk that duty. I mean, he's a great player, but you want to go against the GOAT, you're going to have to start comparing him to Jordan. The comps aren't always favorable. Oh yeah, Brand, I remember him.
Tyson Chandler. That is a name
Tyson
I
Chandler.
haven't heard in like forever. And didn't Tyson
Joakim
Chandler
Noah.
wasn't Tyson Chandler like really crappy? Like
I
I don't
think he was
remember.
okay, but he was
I don't
like
remember him
he was
being
another
good.
high school player. He was like another high school draftee, so those can be kind. I mean, probably everybody thinks they're LeBron James, you know. Well, no. Or who was one of the first ones? I can't remember his name, but back in like the '80s or something, there was another high schooler that people don't realize. Dang, I wish I could remember his name. I want to say he was drafted by the 76ers maybe or something. But I mean, it was rare. Now it's not as big a deal to get drafted. I think they can still draft high schoolers, can't they? I know they keep saying make them play college for at least a year or something like that, but I don't even know. I haven't followed NBA enough.
Like I said, I haven't watched basketball since '99,
I don't even remember
and
who won the title.
I only know about these names, through the grapevine over the years. But I
did.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, Daniel's got it there. I think he eventually developed into, what would you say, maybe an average player. I mean, hey, you can play on an NBA team for that long and win a title, even if you aren't the best guy. You got to have some talent, right, to be an NBA team. Even like you're saying, Jalen Rose or someone. They're not Michael Jordan, but if you can average 20 points in just one season in the NBA, you're pretty good. Making 20 points a game in the top league, and that's serious. I think he was always kind of a bench player, though. They probably drafted him to be, a star, and he wasn't quite that. I mean, that's a lot of pressure for someone. But I think he had a long enough career. Hopefully, he saved his money. I was reading something about.
Are you talking about Chandler or Brand?
Chandler. Brand also, I think, had a pretty decent career, though. I don't think he ever played on a championship team. If I remember correctly, because did the Bulls trade him to like the Clippers or someone? I can't remember. Well, that's true too. How many athletic 7-footers? And that was, for the longest time, you could tell early on in the NBA they draft any tall person, and you're like, yeah, like George Murzon, even Manute Bol. I mean, he did a lot of blocks, but I mean, the 7-footers, like Shaquille O'Neal was a freak, and some of the other 7-footers who are athletic could run circles around those old tall dudes. Of course, admittedly, Manute Bol wasn't like 7'6" or something. He wasn't just a 7-footer, but you get my point. Him and like George Murzon and some of those guys, they would draft just because they're tall, but they were really, remember like a Luke Longley, or Will Perdue. Of course, I think Will was only maybe 6'10", but they were certainly not nearly as athletic as some of the guys after. Well, I mean, look at Kevin Durant. I think he's like a Will Perdue height, maybe not quite 7 foot, but imagine if Will Perdue was that athletic. I mean, of course, they don't go Kevin Durant's on trees either. But yeah, a lot of different. Well, even LeBron James. Yeah, well, Rick Smith's actually probably first time.
Rick Smits.
But even now, probably they make Rick Smits look like Bill Cartwright.
What was Rick Smits? Was he Indiana Pacers or?
I remember him, I think, with the Pacers and/or Supersonics. Maybe both, or was it just the Pacers? I'm trying to remember. Daniel seems to have the knowledge. He can help us out. It's been a while. Him, and then I think, was it Just Be Chill or somebody like that, also talks a lot of basketball. Really testing me because I don't follow modern ball, and it's really testing my memory because I used to watch basketball back then. But I'm like, I've forgotten more than I've probably remembered, or however the saying goes. But I remember Rick Smits. I think you might be right about the Pacers.
Because I'm trying to go off of age 5 to like 13. That's like my memory of basketball. So.
Yeah. Man, those were such good years. The 3 in a row, and then took a year or two off to let the Rockets win 2 titles and then win 3 more for the Bulls.
Did you hear this crap that the Cubs are trying to trade Matt Shaw? And I'm like, and I keep hearing his name going to Boston Red Sox. And,
really?
And it's like they're trying to trade him for. And what's that?
Was Bregman the Red Sox last year?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a delayed trade for third baseman or something. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, and they're trying to trade him for minor league pitchers. And I'm like,
yeah,
you don't need another minor league pitching at this time. I mean, you got like 8 starting pitchers, and they're actively pursuing Zach Gallen if the reports are correct. So you could potentially have up to like 10 or 11 starting pitchers on this team.
And honestly, Shaw at his peak, what he's worth yet too. I mean, his batting, I guess defensively he might be, but his batting was up and down all year. I understand the idea is like, where we're going to put Shaw, but he's still young enough, and I think isn't he under control? Years of control, whatever they call it. So are we in a hurry to trade him?
And are they going to re-sign?
Right people? Sure, but
are they going to re-sign Horner? If they do, I mean, they can have Matt Shaw at second base.
Or Hap. I think, isn't he going to be free agent in a year or two? If he's too expensive,
I still say they should re-sign Hap. I don't think that he needs to be re-signed for no $20 million, but I think you could get him for about $15 million a year.
Should and will are two different things, though, as we've seen with the Cubs, right? They might let him walk, and then maybe you need Shaw or someone like that, right? And they can keep one or the other, and they keep Horner and let Hap go, or vice versa, and then you need Shaw to replace the other. You know what I'm saying? So it does seem pretty fair to trade.
And they're talking about putting Shaw in the outfield, and if that happens, Shaw's your left fielder then.
Yeah, could be.
Or he could be your right fielder if they
resign.
If they resign Hap, they could put Shaw in right field, and Suzuki walks at the end of the year.
He could go the Hap route because that's Hap. Did Hap start as like a second baseman or something like that? He was an infielder, and they moved him to the outfield, if I remember correctly. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, he was drafted as a second baseman.
There you go. Yeah, so he could kind of go the Hap route.
Pacers, his whole career is about.
Yeah, and I think Daniel's right. I'm thinking of Detlef Schrempf. Always fun to say.
Man, all these names. I haven't heard these names in like
from the past.
A million years. Yeah.
Blast from the past. That was still funny talking about the Pacers when Reggie Miller did the choke sign to what's his face, the old Knick fan, the documentary film, Spike Lee. Because that was that one game. Well, because I didn't like the Pacers, but I hated the Knicks more. And didn't I think Miller scored like 8 points in 10 seconds or something stupid to beat the Knicks? He just kind of like that was pretty badass. I mean, and he could talk, though. I think he would tell you that Jordan talked more than he did. And probably rightly so. I mean, Miller was a scorer, but he was not. I mean, he was nowhere near the defensive player that Michael Jordan was. That's what really, truly that separates the good from the great. Is Michael Jordan? I think one year he won like MVP, offensive and defensive first team, and I mean, it's like things you don't do, especially in the modern. I mean, the modern NBA. I don't know if there are any players that do that anymore. Probably because you don't have to. I mean, you don't have to. Michael always had a chip on his shoulder. That was probably the best thing that could happen to him was getting cut from his high school basketball team. Oh, Mark Pryor, Kerry Wood, Sosa. Yeah. Yeah, that was just when I thought they were going to make the World Series, and then the Bartman game happened. Not his fault, but everybody knows that game, right? But everybody forgets they could have won. Didn't they lose? They lost like one game in Florida, and then they went home and lost 2 games at home. They had many opportunities to win that series. It wasn't all. Everybody gives Alex Gonzalez the pass on a double play he booted, and I think that was the same game. And then they just kind of blew up completely in Game 7. It's like
very next play.
Yeah.
Dude, I got the USA Big Rubber Guy Macho Man today.
Oh, you did?
And,
okay. Yeah.
And I got extras, so I put it up on eBay today.
Yeah, that'd be worth something.
And I was looking on eBay because it came up like $50 or something, or $100, $90, something like that. And I'm like, okay, let me click on this button to see what other people are selling this figure for. And the prices ranged on there from like $125 to $200. And I'm like, oh hell no!
I'm surprised it's that low because it sold out that same day. Like I was just lucky checking my phone, getting ready to 4th of July, and I was like, "Oh, USA Macho, sure, I'll order it with the Shopify app or whatever." And it sold out like that same day.
Yeah, so I'm like, the price I was going to list it. I'm like, oh hell no! I'm not doing this no more because every single time I had extras, I always just basically gave it away, and I'm like, I'm not doing that no more. I'm not. If everybody else is selling this stuff for profit, why the hell am I giving this stuff away? And I'm like, I'm gonna list this stuff for profit too. So I put that sucker up for $200, best offer. Now, if someone comes in with a damn price that's like significantly lower, and I accept, so be it. But I'm gonna put it up there for like the highest price that it sold for, $200, and let's see what happens.
You said our best offer, so that allows someone to come along and be like, maybe they offer 150 or something, and maybe for you, like, well, okay, is that enough? You triple your whatever.
Yeah, if they offer me 150, I'll shit for 150, I'll take it. But I mean, I'm hoping to get 200. Shoot, that $200, that'd be freaking awesome. But
yeah,
I figured since I was listing that my 3-pack of Demolition Series 12, I decided to put those up on eBay as well. And I'm like, you know what? If I listed this for $200, I bought that 3rd set of Demolition for the sole purpose of resale value.
Mm-hmm.
Because look at what Series 2 was reselling for. And I'm like, the first 2 I bought was for me. But I intentionally bought a third one because I knew there was going to be value in it. Because look at what the Series 2 was selling for, and I'm like, you know what? I will put these up right now for $200, the same thing as the Macho Man, and just see what happens. Is it going to sell for 200? Probably not. But I want it on my eBay because I want it to be up there so it has eyes on it in
You put the
case
set of
anybody.
3 up for $200?
Each of them $200.
Okay, because I was going to say the set of 3 for $200, you'd sell immediately.
No,
Because then it
no.
would be like $67 a piece. Yeah, those would sell immediately. That would be way. Okay.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna sell. Like I said, it's
Or
just there.
200 a piece, so you sell them
Yeah,
individually.
yeah. Like I said, it's. I don't expect it to ever sell realistically, but I'd rather have them listed and have the option where people can send me an offer if they're interested.
Okay.
I don't have a minimum balance or anything. Someone comes in with an offer, they want to offer me $75. I'm not going to accept $75, but at least it gives me an option to see where people are and where the interest is.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I may not take 75, maybe I'll take 90.
Maybe.
Or maybe they'll offer me $100. I'll be like, you know what? That's double the price. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
did you order? You ordered the Andre and Ric Flair suited?
Yeah, I bought 2 of each of those, and I hope that Andre is different from the one we got a couple years ago, because I have both. Well, I didn't look at the one that I have already because I have 2 black Andres and 2 blue Andres already.
Yeah, from the original whatever early series. See, I don't have either of those, so this is going to fill that in for me. Right, I'm like, that's going to be good enough. I probably won't even chase the other ones because people want over $100 for those, and I'm like, I don't think I care that much.
Yeah, if this Andre is exactly the exact same kind as what we already have, then that's going on eBay because what the hell do I need with the extra ones?
That's what I was wondering. Did you get the Rougeau brothers then yet?
With the original?
Well, the ones that are on pre-order this month, I think they're this month's release officially.
Oh, Rougeau brothers. I haven't ordered those.
Okay, I was just curious.
But
those are completely new.
I need to get those too, though, because and I'm questioning: do I want to get both of them or 2 sets, or do I only want to get 1 set?
They are resealable.
Yeah, but I also like to have that second set. But I have no space. I might as well only get 1 set because I don't have any space for the carded packages anymore.
I mean, where do I put them? I'm trying to avoid that, but I only ever buy 1. And I throw away the bubble because the bubble takes up the most room out of all of it. I'll keep the card back a little bit, but the bubble takes up so much room, and I'm never going to sell them. I'd probably rather give them away to a nephew or something before I sell them. So I'm like, no, they're just for me.
In the garage, where I have the pegboard, where I have all zombie sailors and grapples and gimmicks and figure collection and all that stuff, I'm thinking during the summer I might take all of that stuff down and resituate all of that. Maybe I'm going to have to start moving all big rubber guys out there to the garage and because those are all bigger, maybe move them out there. But I can't because grapples and gimmicks and zombie sailors takes up such a massive amount of space. So
how's the temperature in your garage? Does it fluctuate?
I mean, it's cold during the winter and it's hot during the. I mean, no. I mean, as long as the door is down during the summertime, it's fine. If the door is up during the summer, then it gets hot as hell.
Okay, I was just curious if does that impact your figures out there? Does it hurt them at all?
I mean, there's a lot of condensation on the if I have protective cases, obviously, you'll see condensation on the actual protective cases, but
on the outside though, not inside where it can touch the cardboard.
No, not on those, just on the outside, yeah.
Yeah, because I'd worry because like my garage, it's not perfectly sealed or nothing, so I'd worry about keeping anything, that would be worth something out there. But I didn't know how your garage was. And some people, they really doll up their garage or it's well insulated, or some people have heated garages because they work out there in the winter. Or I guess you could do a cool garage or put in an air conditioner if you work out there in the summer. I don't work in my garage. I'm not into that kind of hobbies and handy stuff. So I just keep my car in my garbage cans. That's about it, right? And the extra stuff, lawnmower, that sort of thing. Basement would be good for that. But you don't have a basement per se, right? You have a story, but it's not underground.
Well, the basement I have is a walkout. Yeah, it's an above ground basement.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess you still have that. Yeah, that's why I get nervous about. I want to buy all this stuff, but then I'm worried about running out of room. Even loose figures, I'm like, oh, I need to start clearing off some shelves, getting rid of some stuff, donate some stuff, selling some stuff that I don't need anymore. I got some old books that either I've got electronic versions of, or I'm never going to read again, so I might as well donate it to a library or something, right? Take up room, just to make room on my shelves for figures. That sort of thing.
Now I could look at all of this other additional stuff that I have, like all these Jack Pacific and or Mattel stuff that I have that are just like random stuff, like Titantron or stuff like that. Like what is this stuff? Like
Do
I
they not
don't.
quite fit in your collection? You're saying, kind of thing, maybe?
I mean, just random stuff I bought off eBay that I just bought just because it was cheap. Bought off one on auction and stuff, but like doesn't really do anything for me. Like it's just there. It's just more collectibles.
Okay. You don't
Like I can.
enjoy it as much as you think you might anymore.
Yeah, like it doesn't. Like I said, it doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't bring me joy or anything. It's just
Doesn't
there.
spark. Yeah.
But I might sell those, but I know I'm not going to get what I paid into it. So if I put it on eBay, it's just going to sit there. Because let's say I paid $10 for it and I want to put it on eBay for $10, $12, whatever. It's just going to sit. It's not going to sell. And if I do a 99-cent auction, maybe it'll sell, but there's no guarantee it'll sell for what I want. So
then for
I'm not going to do it.
For $1, is it? Are you really that motivated to get that space back just to get $1 for it?
Well, I mean, if I do 99-cent auctions, it may sell for $10, $15, or it might sell for like $6.
Right.
So,
and is that enough to get the space back if you only got $6 or $5 out of it?
Yeah, that's why I don't want to do
after eBay's
auctions. That's why I always do like if I sell something, like if I'm selling this and the bare minimum I want to get is $15, I'll do a starting auction of $15.
Can you do a 99-cent with a minimum? Maybe start
below
the minimum.
You can do you could set a reserve, but like if it doesn't meet the reserve, you still got to pay, some kind of like fee for that. And I'm like, I don't like doing that.
Yeah, I've never sold on eBay, so I didn't know all the rules. Yeah, so it's the blessing and a curse when you collect something like that. They all take up room, especially all the minnow card stuff, and then the protector on top of it.
Yeah,
yeah, it is kind of neat with the pegboards and stuff, though. It's kind of because it's like you have a store. You can go shopping at your own store and I'm gonna look at my whatever figures or something.
I mean, I'm glad I set up those pegboards this past summer because that right there was so freaking instrumental to like being able to display so much more in my house. Not just having what I have in my game room, but being able to expand it into the garage and have so much more for display. But
yeah,
it doesn't allow me to display what I want. Like I don't want grapples and gimmicks out in the garage. I don't want it to be set up the way that it's displayed right now. Because if I want to get something, if I want to pull out like a Mabel figure from grapples and gimmicks, I got to pull all these figures off the pegs to get to the figure that I want. I don't like that.
Yeah.
So
it's not quite like in a store where they're all the same figure on the peg. So
yeah, and I'm also looking at like the back door that leads into the storage room in my game room, right? And where I had all the zombie sailors before, and now I have like Mattel retros on that back door, and I'm like, I don't like that because even though I'm not a fan of zombie sailors anymore, it's still a more expensive line, and now I've replaced it with Mattel retros, which is a much cheaper quality line.
Yeah.
So I might go back and have zombie sailors back on that door and back on the inside wall where I had them displayed earlier. But same issue. Even though I'm not collecting zombie sailors anymore, I ran out of space on the door and on that back wall. So it's still going to carry over to like the shelving area, and I don't want to do that.
Collection, your stuff starts owning you. In a way, right? You want it, but yeah, I don't want too much stuff. I don't know. The struggle. First world problem a little bit, but still.
Alrighty, what are you talking about? Baseball is like the most intriguing sport out there, especially when it's like a high base scoring baseball game. Late '90s, early 2000s, when it was like the Sammy Sosa Cubs versus Jeremy Burnett's Brewers.
Oh, geez.
Those were the enjoyable Cubs Brewers matchups.
11 to 10 would be a low scoring game, especially like if it was in the summer in Wrigley and the wind was blowing out or whatever.
Yeah, because those were like always like 14 to 13 affair games. I liked those a lot. Those were a lot of fun.
No lead was safe.
But damn, you'd have like Sammy Sosa go out there, hit like 2 home runs, score, drive in like 6 runs, and it'd be like a damn 10-8 ball game in like the 4th inning, and then the game would be rained out. And I'm like, what the hell?
That could happen. Your live stream sweater.
Sometimes.
Yeah, those were the days. Well, I guess, they don't probably do that as much, especially because the Brewers, they really have worked on their pitching. They seem to have pitchers, here, there, and everywhere. And they develop them, and they just have a knack for that right now. So their pitching is really improved. The Cubs have a lot of pitchers too, so we'll see how this next year treats them. But you're more likely to see lower scoring games between the two teams because of that. I can't remember a lot of good pitchers on those early early Brewer Cub slugfests. There's some, but it seemed like everybody who came out of the bullpen. Of course, when the wind's blowing out, you make one mistake and you get crushed.
Early 2000s, like I don't even remember a lot of early 2000 Cubs pitchers. Steve Traxel, Jeremy Gonzalez, and this might have been like 1990s pitchers, I'm thinking. John Lieber. John Lieber was like one of my all-time favorite Cubs pitchers.
He was a good one.
Kevin Tapani, obviously, but again, that's like probably late 90s. Obviously, you think Carlos Zambrano, you think Mark Pryor, Kerry Wood.
Is that still the only no-hitter in that new Milwaukee stadium, Zambrano's? Ironically, wasn't it the Astros or something they played up there?
It
was, because they had to move the Astros game from Houston. Has a Brewer pitcher pitched a no-hitter up in that stadium? That was the first one. I think that was the first one, though, so that's kind of fun. And a Cub pitcher has the first no-hitter at whatever it's called, Miller Park. Is it still Miller Park? It's not.
I think it's still Miller Park.
Some other dumb name. They're not like the White Sox where they change the name every couple of years. No, it's Guaranteed Rate Field or whatever the heck. Might not even be called that anymore. I don't know.
I think it's still guaranteed. Either guaranteed or... Yeah, I think it's guaranteed rate.
There's no guarantee it's still guaranteed rate. I'll tell you that. No. It probably is. I don't know. I'd still call it Comiskey Park. Whatever you guys going to call it. I'm still Comiskey. New Comiskey. Like New Coke. Like New Coke. It's New Comiskey. I haven't been there in a while. It wasn't a bad stadium. They needed a new one. Old Comiskey was pretty old.
Dude, I'm starting to think that maybe the Saturday live streams are probably going to be canceled. Maybe not permanently, but like... I think after this last Saturday, I pretty much I am starting to feel like maybe Saturdays aren't going to be like probably an off day for me, because the Friday live streams with Kirk does feel like it's replaced Saturdays, and Saturdays it's kind of like an off day, and you kind of enjoy the weekends. You don't have anything going on the weekends, and I'm spending the day with my wife, enjoying the day and everything. And you kind of like have to like pivot towards the end of the day, and break away, last minute, and I don't know. Like I don't want to say Saturday live streams are permanently canceled, but I feel like doing 3 or doing 4 live streams a week is kind of too much.
A lot.
Otherwise, I might have to. Get rid of either the Monday or Wednesday live stream in order to go back to the Saturday live streams. I feel like if that's the case.
But your Monday, Wednesday, and Friday live streams, you're more likely to not be interrupting anything. You're more likely to do them. Yeah, it feels like sometimes Saturday, if you're relaxing or just doing something else, you're like, kind of like you have to stop what you're doing or enjoying and go do a live stream. Not that you don't enjoy the live stream, but
Yeah,
I could see that. Or play it by ear, maybe once a month, or I don't know. Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But definitely today we got your live stream. Wednesday definitely, and then Friday I gotta put that in my calendar because sometimes I work during the day then. So I think it's close to my lunchtime to turn it on and see what you and Kirk talk about.
So Homeless is asking, can you make a Kirk figure? I don't think you're being sincere. They're homeless, but I'm going to answer that question either way.
Your buddy on
No.
Friday, that live stream,
Uh-huh.
surprise him with his own figure. Yeah, what was his name?
Even though I know you're not being sincere, I'm going to answer that because A, no. Two reasons. One, the cost of a mold to create a figure is like exceptionally expensive. The mold of these figures, like I said, ridiculous expensive. Now, you could always go out and pay a 3D designer to make a figure of yourself, which is fine. And to make a figure of that is probably a couple $100, and you're not talking like psychotically crazy in that regard. You get a resin figure made, and even if you wanted to get a rubber figure in that form, maybe $1,000 if you find a person that can lay the rubber and all that. But no. But if you want to go to an actual factory and have something made, no, that's too expensive. We obviously have to make characters, make wrestlers, etc., of people that will actually sell, that people will buy, right? So,
I mean, he might, but then you probably can't get away with not asking the family his estate.
yeah,
You're going to probably pay them, and what are they going to want money wise?
Yeah, and Kirk doesn't want, and yeah, true.
Does the other Kirk want figures made of him?
And I think Kirk is probably going to want a signing bonus, and on top of the signing bonus, how much is he going to want with the sale of each figure, right? So
yeah, so we could buy more retro figures.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? If you could make your money selling figures of yourself. Yeah, it'd be tough. I don't even know how you'd approach an estate to figure out how you want to sell figures of the person, whoever it is, wrestler or otherwise. Got to make your first ones first. You got a couple in the queue already. You need to make first, probably. I mean, I guess you always want to keep thinking of ideas down the line where to go next. But do you think? I don't know if his wife would.
You would do it for a free figure.
Well, no. Kirk from Kirk's Corner. I don't know, but
yeah,
I don't think. I assume we're talking Charlie. I don't think his wife. But I don't know her name. I don't think she would do it for free. I mean, I think she'd be dumb to do that. Because don't they have kids and stuff at a minimum? You want to raise money for them, I suppose.
Which one is Charlie?
Remember, he was assassinated. It looked like last year already. Is it last year already? Oh yeah, I guess it's February, so it definitely was last year. But I assume his wife would probably not do it for free. I don't know, because I think it'd be worth something to them. Oh, okay. So he is talking Kirk's Corner. Well, maybe.
Yeah.
You think Kirk would want a figure made of himself?
A while ago, I was talking about potentially making like a tag
he could have
team.
like a little retro in his hand, retro figure in his hand too, while he's or something. Wouldn't it be kind of fun? Okay.
But I mean, obviously any action figure that we make has to make sense. It has to be something that people would actually buy.
You need to make some dollars too. Wouldn't that be cool? You'd like have maybe a loose retro in one hand and maybe one in a protector in the other or something. I don't know. Whatever he wants. I think that'd be kind of neat because you guys are always talking retros. Yeah. It'd be like, I don't know, life repeating or art imitating life. I don't know, something like that.
There's a really good channel that Bone Breaking Action. Actually, Kirk and Bone Breaking Action both sent me to a new YouTuber, and his channel was freaking amazing. And he made this parody video where he was making an action figure of Kirk, and I'm glad that Kirk has such a good, has a good point of view of it. He's able to laugh it off.
Sense of humor.
but it was funny as hell because he had like I kind of look at it as a robot chicken parody video, right?
Nice.
And
That's not.
I'm like, this stuff is funny as hell. This stuff
Is it
is
like?
good content.
Is it like claymation types? What do they call it? Stop motion and all that kind of thing? Is that what you're talking
Stop
about?
motion, yes. And
Yeah.
I'm like, this like the way he imitates Kirk. I'm like, man, you got him right on point. This stuff is good. And Kirk's
That takes
like,
some effort.
Kirk sent me the video. Like, man, you gotta check this guy out. I'm like, then Bone Breaking Action Job, man, check this guy out. This guy is awesome. I'm like, hell yeah. I watch this guy's videos. I'm like, this stuff. I gotta subscribe. This stuff is so damn good.
I think that takes a lot of time, the stop motion stuff, because it's like you have to move and then take a picture and move and take a picture and move and take a picture. Right?
Yeah.
Very small movements.
But like, I'm like, if we make like a Kirk, like actual like retro figure or something, like just for shits and giggles, man, that would be freaking fun.
Mm-hmm.
Just something like maybe like throw in the package as something like as a bonus for something like this or something, you know. But
a Chase fig.
Hey, order yourself a Bone Breaking Action figure. Get yourself a Kirk's Corner retro fig as an added bonus or something. I don't know.
Or you could buy like buy the whole set. You get something. Because I was actually going to look. Remember that Shop AEW 4-pack of BRGs that was supposed to be in the fall? I wonder where those are. But I think if you bought all 4, you got a chance at a chase or whatever. That's not that big a deal. But something like that. I don't know. I kind of hate chases, but buy all 3, buy all the series 1, and you get something, a gift or a
You can make one of the guy who choked. No, man.
Probably not.
Yeah, but I felt like when I found out what happened with that guy, like some guy was screwing with him, and
he thought it was you.
Yeah, they were screwing with that guy, and they were using my name and my picture and everything. And I'm like,
that's why I thought it was you. Okay.
When I found out what was happening with him, I'm like, I felt bad for him. Like, I mean, I was pissed off that he was taking out on me, but once I realized that it was a mistaken identity, I couldn't be mad at him anymore. I just wish that he had reached out to me directly and, hey, I think somebody is using your picture and your name. And, if he really thought deep down it was me, maybe he could have like been sneaky about it and like talk to me like that. But like I can't be mad at him because, like I said, he thought it was me and he was angry. Same thing with me, right? When Kirk said, "Hey, this guy's talking shit about you," or not. Well, he didn't say it like that. He said this guy was making videos about you, and so when I saw that video about me, I reacted the same way. And I made a post said, "Hey, this freaking guy is talking shit about me or making videos about me, and I don't know who he is." I reacted the same way. I got angry as hell at him. But so when people are, treating you a certain way, it's human nature. You're going to react. So
you didn't know the backstory. All you saw was this guy,
yeah,
talking crap about you when you didn't realize it's because somebody pretending to be you was. So did you ever get the person who was pretending to be you that started it all? Or did they stop?
I guess we found a name or they found a name. So I don't know who the dude is. Some guy in Baltimore or some guy in Maryland or something. I don't know who the hell it is.
Dang, across
but luckily on my end, it's I think hopefully it's done with. So, but I mean, I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna talk bad about him anymore. As far as I'm concerned, that part is done with. So,
especially because legit, it looked like he was living out of his van, wasn't he? Right. So he wasn't, if you believe the videos, or if I was watching the right videos. So it already has it a little bit rough. Besides, whatever that other person was doing to him.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, it's been pretty quiet there. So probably don't just let it go. like in the Frozen movie, let it go. Let it go. Probably could make a figure there, but Disney would see if we made it Frozen LJN. They'd probably Disney would probably sue you. I don't think they're shy about suing people for copyright infringement.
All out of tea.
Oh, drinking tea? What are you drinking? Anything good?
I think it's called like mellow tea or something. I mean, it's just like iced tea you get from Kroger.
Oh, it's cold? Okay.
Yeah.
I made a hot tea. Constant Comment. It's like an orange black tea. Orange flavored from Bigelow. Been drinking a little more tea at night rather than just going straight into the whiskey. I mean, I'll probably have some whiskey later, but it's like an after dinner tea. But yeah. Wednesday
so
should be a good show.
I can't wait to Wednesday because I want to talk more about some of the updates I want to do about the line, but so excited though.
Yeah, definitely save it for Wednesday. I'll be curious to see BBA's reaction, and you guys will be talking about it. Should be good show.
There's so many possibilities, and one of the things that we're going to be talking about is quantity of series release.
Yeah.
My idea originally was probably 4 or 5 characters in the first series, but we might only do 2 characters.
Okay.
I think that might be the best course of action financially because we don't know how well this first series is gonna do.
Come out with 2 and see how they go before you go out with 3 and 4 and whatever.
Because when you saw Big Rubber Guys in Series 1, what did they do?
2, right?
Matt Cardona, Brian Myers. And then when it came out with Series 10, what did they do? Matt Cardona, Brian Myers, right? So, I mean, it was new figures, repaint, but I mean, it was still the same 2 characters, right? So, but it was simplified. I mean, how well...
And they've had several series where it was only 2 figures, right? I mean, wasn't Series 2 just the 2 Demolition?
I mean, Series 2 was 2 characters with Demolition, but they also have repaints. So technically, you could look at it as 4 figures. But...
And even now, they're kind of like, I don't know if the Andre and Suited Flair count as this current series, but I think Rougeau started a new series. And they might next month they might release 2 more, but they're kind of dropping them at like 2 at a time. Sometimes 4 though. I mean, sometimes they're doing 4, but you know, even they kind of, or just like, hey, it's a Wednesday. Here's an Arn Anderson repaint or whatever. I'm not sure where the Arn fits, or like those monster figures. What series is I don't
you know what I'm thinking?
Those figures.
I'm thinking possibly we could do the Waddy Devil and BBA for Series 1.
I could do that
at the end of the year. We can do a special drop of Bum Shadows as Santa Claus.
Oh, there you go.
And then do a special release of, you probably use the same mold, which I don't like doing. Everybody knows I hate doing this. And I am I complain about this all the time, and I said I was never going to do this. If I ever had my own line, I was never going to do this. But now that I'm on this side of the boat, I now understand why, and I have to do it. But unlike some of these other companies like Mattel and Big Rubber Guys, I'm not a multi-billionaire. So I have no choice. I'm not Mattel. I can't afford not to.
Yeah.
I have to recycle.
Yeah.
So I have to use the same mold.
Because there's a lot of upfront cost to make one mold. So you got to, unfortunately, you got to make some money out of it.
Creating this is about 4 months, worth of mortgage payments. So when I say this was expensive, 3 months, 4 months worth of mortgage payments. So this, I put a lot of investment into this. I could probably re-release this as like maybe a so let's say Bum Shadows as Santa Claus. Maybe we could use this as like maybe an elf or something.
I could see that different coloration. Yeah, it'd be the same exact mold, so you'd be wearing a mask and a similar shirt, and you just change the colors a bit. Or the shirt's part of the mold, isn't it? So you can't change what's on the shirt, can you?
No. Yeah. But I mean, there's possibilities. I mean, maybe they can. No, because I still want the BB-8 to be part of it. Like, I don't want 2 Santa Claus figures because I would think, BB-8 as Santa Claus, but.
Or BB-8 as Krampus or some other kind of.
Yeah, that'd be better.
Something like that, maybe, or I don't know. There's probably other,
I like Krampus. I like the Krampus idea, though.
Yeah. maybe.
But how can we alter the face to make it more demonic though?
Yeah. Or can you use the, Damien Riot? Would he be a close enough Krampus? Probably not, would he?
Possibly. I mean, Damien Wright. I mean, the whole original idea for Damien Wright was to be to alternate his colors. Like he's got a black suit with the red shirt. The idea was to alternate it with a red suit and a black shirt.
So you already got two versions from the same mold.
Yeah. So, but like that would only happen if like I came out with like 10 series. So if he came out in series 1, he would come out later on like 10 series 10 without.
I mean, if you really got popular, you could do like a bum a month with the same mold but different colors, just because he had so many. Yes, that's why. And because I think I saw you in another video talk about how I didn't want you to waste bum on a referee, because I don't know how many bums you're going to make. But I mean, it's up to him. If bum referee is the fastest way for bum to get his figure, I'm sure he's going to want that. But it's just he had so many good ideas that I mean, how many bums can you possibly make? So when you use a bum referee, I'm like, well, look at all those good ideas that won't get made now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He had so many good ones. He really could. You could do, yeah. Oh, Hannah loves lacrosse.
I think the referee is probably the one that's most likely to happen, because
if you need a referee, I guess. But is one of his? Did he already do a referee render? I've just missed it because he did so many. Did Bum already make one?
Yeah, he did referee.
Okay, so you already got that. Yeah, ready. I couldn't remember. I assumed he did, but he made so many. Right? I'm like, and I think he did one for all the holidays. For him, actually, personally, I think the Easter Bunny one would be good because he actually has bunnies and has had bunnies, right, in his personal life. So that actually is fitting, him carrying on the bunny and stuff. That'd be kind of interesting. But, I mean, there's a lot of good ones. The referee.
Yes, I went on Facebook today. I created my post for these figures. And, of course, I go on to and then I hit the little share button. And then I share to, like, all of these different Facebook groups. And so I share to like 20 different Facebook groups, and I'm hoping that a bunch of people tune in to Friday or to Wednesday's live stream, and we'll see what happens. See how many people actually show interest and might want to buy this figure potentially. But
your buddy the Duck Kisser hasn't already complained yet, has he?
Not just yet, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna make some kind of comment. But we gotta.
That's where you're going with that. I'm like, oh crap.
We gotta do something with this, because this right here, this isn't acceptable.
Too flexible.
It's unacceptable. This right here, we got to find something to fill this in. Yeah. So at 9 o'clock, I gotta call the factory in China, and I gotta talk to the guy. I'm about like, look, we got to find somehow to make this to have this hardness in the middle, and I don't know. What do you think about this? Does anybody in the comments think that this is too much of a flexibility, or is this okay? Like,
is that really how flexible it will be, or is that just the prototype's kind of loose or something?
I mean, I think if I say this is okay, this is exactly what it's going to be like.
Were the original LJNs that flexible?
I mean, some of them, but I mean, this is like too much. I feel like this is too much.
It's almost too much. Does it stand?
Yeah, just fine.
I don't know, because you would differentiate yourself, because none of the other Latuni BRGs, none of the other LGNs, the modern ones, they don't flex that much. But that could be a good thing. It does feel really flexible, but it could be a good thing. It's a differentiator.
So
I don't know if you want it to flex that much, but a little flex. Okay, yeah, what do you got there? Yeah. Well, I mean, none of the modern LGN style flex that much, right? Even the Latuni, that feels good.
I mean, it does. Actually, it does feel.
No, yeah, right.
It does.
Well, I guess I got Jungle Macho here. His arms move a pretty good amount. I don't know. Maybe you'd like that, right? None of the other ones, modern LGNs.
It does actually feel exactly the same, as a matter of fact.
See? You could win over some people with that. Maybe you do want it to be that flexible.
I mean, it's a little, because the foot
kind of interesting trying to compare it to the
is a little bit thinner.
Yeah.
It's not as thick. So maybe that's why it feels like it's more flexible, because you could feel, obviously, this foot is much thicker than this, obviously.
Yeah. But yet it's still very flexible. That original LGN, even though it's thicker, it's very flexible, isn't it? Yeah. So yours might not be that far off, honestly, right?
Maybe but if this leg was, fatter, thicker,
could they do that? If you
probably.
think,
Well, no, because they're going off the STL file that Kevin made, and
calls for the dimensions to be so.
Yeah, they would have to get a whole new STL file made.
Yeah,
which probably means a whole new mold or something.
But that flexibility, like I say, your modern LJN style figures, none of them have that. I don't even. Do you have an opened Mattel LJN anywhere? I don't think those flex that well, do they?
I have one upstairs, but I'm not.
Not that big a deal. I know the BRGs don't, but even the Toonies don't. Because I got like the kickboxer here, and he twists a little, but only so much. His arms definitely don't. So you might be a differentiator there. Might not be a bad thing, honestly. If he still stands, that's the key, right? I want him to be able to stand. So if
the only downside, I'm kind of comparing the size.
If he's too flexible, he won't stand on his own. Then I'd say, okay, that's too much. But if he stands,
the only downside is Macho Man looks much taller than.
Oh, you think the scale might not be right?
Well, here it looks. They look perfectly in scale, but when I stand them up side by side, Macho Man looks like he's way taller.
Mm. Is that the STL file dictating the height of that of BBA?
Yeah.
Is there any way to adjust that to say, okay, was that too painful to make him his ankles and legs a little bit thicker and make him a little bit taller or something? I don't know. I don't know anything about the STL format.
Yeah, see, like when I put them like toes to toes, like right here, they look like they're about the same height.
Yeah, they don't look bad.
But when I stand them up next side by side, they.
Can you tilt the phone a little bit when they're stood up, maybe? Because it's totally off camera. I can't. Wait, maybe there I can see it on. Okay, I think I can see it there. Yeah, they don't look that far though. That's stood on the table, right?
Yeah, let me see if I.
Because on our video I can't see it, but on the video on the live stream, because I got it back behind. Yeah, there you go. You can kind of see it. It doesn't look too bad though, does it? Really? That's not bad, right? The faces are kind of there. I mean, Macho is taller. That's not terrible, is it? I mean, Macho's also thicker, but I mean, Macho Man. So yours might be a little less. Oh, Macho's beating him up already. BBA going to take that line down? No. Have your own fig fed? Okay, so that's a good one. Is it that bad?
Oh, man.
I don't know. Question is, can you make him just a little taller?
Yeah, they're supposed to be.
He went down the wrong pipe. Maybe talk to BBA on Wednesday and see what he thinks. That flexibility actually might be kind of nice. That's a differentiator, right? Like they like to say. No other modern LGN. I don't think the Mattel LGNs flex that much, do they? I'll have to. I don't have any on me right now. I think I got one in my living room. When I'm done, I might go out and. Yeah, I don't have any. Didn't come prepared. I don't think the Hogan does. I'm trying to think if the Dusty does. It's got a little bit of leg squeeze. But I always thought the Hogan was weird because it's kind of like he's not stood up straight, because it looks like one knee's bent more than the other or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like when he stands, but he looks like he's like a little crooked, like the Leaning Tower of Hogan or something. But it kind of reminds me of the Kirk Sloan dancing figure from BRG because he's off to the side, right? He's doing a little dance.
Yeah. I was gonna buy that. I was gonna buy that one today myself.
Didn't quite get around to it.
But I decided to pass on that. I'll probably pick it up, maybe, possibly. I don't know.
Is it worth the $50 or not? I don't know.
I'm
a sucker.
I'm still determining whether or not I want it.
I think I got mine from J&J Figures. I think it ships anytime now. And the reason I did that is because I could save, like 10% with the old J&J.
They are supposed to ship in February, right?
I think so, because I don't know if Collect Major holds theirs back because I also made the mistake of I think I got the dancing kickboxer Kurt Sloan with I think the Nasty Boys and Paul Ellering and whatever that series was. And I don't know if they're like some of them where they hold those back until they're all in stock. I don't know if Collect Major does that. So, I mean, as long as I'm earmarked to have one and they don't sell out, I can wait. I don't really need my dancing, crimson. So I don't know. Mine hasn't shipped yet, but I mean, as you've seen, their shipping and handling right now is in a bad state.
So Ellering managed Legion of Doom. I don't think he ever managed Nasty Boys. Well, I'm curious why they decided to put them together.
I think they already had the Nasty Boys. They weren't necessarily together. I think they had the Nasty Boys already planned, and then they did a vote. And Paul won the vote because I think a lot of us were like, let's get Paul Ellering to go with, because we've got two sets of BRGs now, right? We got the Road Warriors and Legion of Doom. So let's get a Paul Ellering manager for him. I don't remember who all was in the vote. Ironically, I think Hillbilly Jim was in the vote. So they've come out with Hillbilly Jim since then, if I remember correctly, because I think I voted for Hillbilly Jim because I remember having the original LGN Hillbilly Jim. But Paul won the vote. So it wasn't necessarily Paul had to come out with the Nasty Boys. It was just he won that fan vote. So just kind of the timing. They released him in the same series though, for whatever reason.
But I really hope I order
ship
two sets of those because I really want the 2 sets of the Nasty Boys. I'm hoping I order 2 sets.
Probably did. That was back in the day when you didn't think anything of it. I think you always ordered 2 sets. Probably it was just by default, right? You select 2 and hit checkout.
Mm-hmm.
So you probably did. Like I said, I still only ordered the one because I don't want them in my package. But yeah, I think maybe in March, but then they're always behind, so maybe April or May. I'm still curious about the Shop AEW ones. I'm not even sure where to check those because literally, weren't that supposed to be in the fall or winter? And it's February. I still haven't heard anything about those. Did you buy the Shop AEW?
All the stuff that they said was supposed to arrive back in like October, we're just getting now in February.
Yeah,
like I think we were supposed to get Series 14 with Coco Beware and all of them in in October.
So you're right.
Just arrived.
Even Demolition was late too by a couple months, right? I think. Yeah. So just gotta be patient. That's the problem with pre-orders.
So I'm thinking if these things were supposed to arrive in November, we're probably gonna get them in March, December, probably gonna get them in April, etc.
Did you pre-order the Epic Toys, either the Killer Bees or the Islanders?
No, I never ordered those.
Okay, because I think I finally got those. They're now in, because that's a UK company, but they're building a US warehouse or whatever. And I think I finally got a shipment notice. I think it might come this Friday, the 13th. Ooh, scary. Did you know this Friday's the 13th? Oh my gosh, watch out. Yeah, but allegedly it's supposed to come. It's the Postal Service, though, so it could slip a day. You never know. But apparently those finally shipped, so that's kind of nice because I don't even know when I pre-ordered those.
Nice.
So we'll see how those are. I don't know if I needed to, but I know I didn't have any Epic Toys before then. And since they had a pre-order, I'm like, hey, I get to finally actually order them. And I think the Mac Maniacs are close to shipping. Now we can talk mail. Ross is here. I think the Mac Maniacs, those kind of, what would you call those? They're retro figures, but they're hyper stylized, but a lot of them look very similar. And they're all tag teams. But I think a bunch of those are going to be coming soon too. Maybe this month. They said something like they gave a shipping update. So they might be coming soon. You want to retell your story about your wife and her mayo breakfast sandwich? No, we don't have. We don't have to. We don't have to always talk mayo. Right? We can talk zebra cakes or something. But definitely, Ross needs to tune in Wednesday. Wednesday is where all the fun is. Waddy's got some figure updates for Maniac Riot Wrestling.
Oh yeah.
You can rewind and watch the earlier parts of this, Ross. But he's going to have BBA on, and they're going to be able to talk, get into it. Get to hear from the man himself that the figure is being made out of. You only got the 2 prototypes, so he can't have them in hand, can he? There's no easy way to.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about possibly mailing at least one of these out to BBA, but
see what he thinks.
There's no way that's gonna get to him in time, anyways. But
yeah, and then
which one do I send? Do I send the plastic or do I send the rubber? So
if you send them both, and you don't have them, and spell Jack wrong. Jack like Jack Daniels? Is that where I missed it? I'm catching up with Ross. I'm drinking tea now. Once the show's over, then I'll switch to Jack or something. I did do some booze shopping this weekend because it was Super Bowl weekend. So of course the local liquor store had a bunch of sales. I didn't need the booze, but as Kyle Peterson says, you got to get a deal. In fact, I got like a handle. That's the big bottle of actually Jack. No, it was Johnny Walker. I always get it confused. Johnny Walker Black, which is kind of a smokier mixed Scotch, but it was on sale for like I think $10 off. Plus, it had a coupon, so I bought Scotch on coupon this weekend. That's how gotta get a deal. I don't know when my local store started doing that, but they started doing digital coupons. I'm like, well, I'm your Huckleberry. Sure, I'll save $4 or $5. So I think it was normally like 58 or 59 on sale for 52, and then another $5 off. So I got it for like 47. That's a pretty good deal. And it's a big bottle, so it'll last a while. Even as a professional drunk like myself, it'll still, because you know how the regular bottles, like I think about 700 to 750 milliliters, and these are the 1.75, so it's a little more than double. The lemon over here. Anne's comment. What did Anne say? Did I miss? Maybe I accidentally blocked someone, but I don't see a comment.
Yeah, you probably blocked.
Did Anne get shadow banned from me, or did I get shadow banned from her or him? What did Anne say? What did I miss? What did I miss? I'm missing stuff. Wonder what happened, and I don't even know how to go into YouTube. I mean, because legitimately, I do get ban happy because someone will come on and be like, "Oh, look, how's the trans going?" I'm like, "Okay, yeah, you're banned." I'm not going to bother, And so, unless he or she said something that I just misconstrued, I don't know. Usually, I'm pretty good at that. You can tell when some idiot comes on and says something stupid. You're like, "Yep, I don't even bother." There's too many people out there in the world to bother, right? Don't feed the trolls.
Oh, man.
I'll have to take a look. I think I found it one day because, somehow BBA got my block list. I'm like, what the hell happened there? I don't know if Google's doing that or what. I wouldn't jack you or your friend off. Oh, yeah, so I was correct in blocking her then. So I was not wrong then. Perfect. What's funny is that meant she said something even stupider before, right? Because I didn't even see that comment. That means I got it early. Yeah, I got a radar for that junk. I mean, they don't hide, right? What was those saying? When someone says something, leave them, or I forget how. There's a better way to say that, but you know what I mean. There's too many random strangers online, especially that fall into these live streams because I guess they have nothing better to do. Have you ever done that yourself? I know you watch a little more YouTube than I do. I try to, but I don't. Do you ever just go live stream hopping and just to see who's doing other live streams? Uh-oh. Hit me up. Yeah, I don't know how you got my block list one day, but somebody was talking about BBA saying stuff, and but I'm not seeing anything. So I had to figure out in YouTube how to unblock people. It was not as easy as you suspect. I don't know what Google's smoking over there. They probably fired all the people in charge of the block list. But BBA's here, so quick, don't talk about BBA anymore.
She's saying I don't do it.
We spent an hour and a half talking about him. He better not rewind your live stream. You'll find out all the stuff we've been saying. Ironically, I'm not too far off actually, but we don't want to ruin it Wednesday show.
Yeah,
we don't want to ruin Wednesday show.
I wasn't supposed to talk about this, but I just couldn't help myself. Giggity.
You're excited. No, I'm excited for Wednesday. That should be fun.
I'm very excited. Giggity. Too excited.
Too excited. No, that should be good. Wednesday show. Everyone check it out. Check your TV guide listings for Wednesday show. Record it on your DVR. Tune in live. Hit the like, smash the likes and subscribes. What do you do?
Oh, man.
I like that, BBA. And who is Anne? Hi, and hit me up. Anne's out here handing out handies, apparently. Move over, Abdullah the Butcher. And that's a Bum Shadows reference. That's way out there.
Well, she's got to get her OnlyFans profile working for her. So.
Oh, is that it? Yeah, there you go. BBA's working on it. Does that mean, are you the wingman in that case if you're holding up his figure? How does that work?
I mean, you've already got the. Hey, baby, all I'm saying, man, is you've already got the working. You know what I'm saying?
How does that work? Figure out how this remote wingman figure based.
He's already got the hand motion.
You imagine going to like a bar and you'd be like, I got a figure of myself. That'd be kind of wacky, but this guy must be important if he's got a figure.
He's double stroking it over here.
Double stroking.
He's double stroking over
it. That's not mayo, but don't stop stroking. Anyway.
Enough for the beer can and the ice cream.
Can you use mayo to do? No, I'm just kidding. If you run out of lemon, can you use mayo or mustard or something? That'd be weird. Little mustard on the hot dog? Is that code? I think that's code. I feel like Kyle Peterson now. I've wandered into innuendo hour. Innuendo hour with Kyle Peterson. He's going to sue me for using his name. Some of it's funny, but he's very innuendo based.
Hey, Waddy.
Yeah.
How about mustard? Ross, mustard's fine, right? We could talk mustard.
An Arizona tea.
I would not, but thank you.
Everything's coming up tea in the Waddy household. Arizona tea used to be pretty good. I haven't had that in forever. I can't give any money. Oh, is that because the Raptors are after you? Runs with Raptors. That's a pretty good name.
Mm.
Yeah, see, mustard's fine. Yeah, mustard's good. We can talk mustard.
How does one eat queefs? Oh, that looks good.
Eat
Eat?
a queef. Ugh.
How does one eat a queef?
I don't think that's
Possible.
something you eat.
Vaginal fart.
I know. It just shows the level of education of some folks.
Oh, is this another comment I just missed?
Yeah.
Somebody I preemptively blocked because they said something stupid.
Yes.
Oh, I missed it. Darn. I'm missing all the good Shakespeare lines in this chat, man. No, there's not.
It's a cash requirement to be here.
I'm afraid your viewership would go down if there was. I don't know.
Oh, man.
That's the neat thing. There's so many like freely available videos and live streams and stuff. But I've never gone that live stream. I guess maybe it's like TikTok on your phone or on a mobile app. You can just keep swiping up or whatever. I've never done that, but apparently a lot of people do. I guess if you're bored, maybe. Like bald kids. I guess that could work. Just don't use use a lighter down there. She might not appreciate that, DVA, if you're
fiery queef.
Even if there's not a lot of grass on the field, you could burn her.
Damn, dude, you think that's enough shakes over there?
We are the product, yeah, because Google's making money off of all your videos, right? Google's just an ad company that happens to accidentally do technology stuff. That's really all they are, is an ad company.
Meow, meow.
We have a guest on the show?
You know, I don't know who this person is, but I'm kind of enjoying their commentary. It's kind of entertaining.
Who is it? Is it the Ann person?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I'm missing it all. Can't say I've been missing it, Bob. That's a different show. Different movie right there. Office Space for all you people out there. It's Office Space.
And I don't know who you are, but you're welcome back anytime. You got good commentary.
I just won't see it. Anyway, worst things in life. If I could figure out how to unblock them, I would, but I'll just go on living instead. No, it's Chicago. It's actual Chicago. The one time they win in my lifetime. But hey, any team could have a bad century.
Oh my God, you sound like Harry Carey.
106 years. Oh man, that's so sad. That he passed away a long time ago. But what did he say is like his I forget what he used to say, but he would like end the season with yet another season. The Cubs aren't in the playoffs, or whatever, and say, "Hey, as what was it? As soon I forget how he said it, but he kind of tried to give you hope for the next season that eventually the Cubs will win it." And you think about how he didn't get to see it. A lot of people didn't. I mean, I've seen a few of those after they won. They made a lot of those documentaries. So like, I distinctly remember like a son going to his father's grave and listening to Game 7 on the radio just to be there with him. And I'm like, geez, this is just a sport, guy. Stop making me cry over there. Iowa Cubs might be better. Actually, the Iowa Cubs usually do pretty good, don't they? That's why I was angry that the Chicago Cubs aren't any better. You'd think that'd be their farm system, right? Wouldn't they come up and play well in Chicago? But
yeah, I don't think actually, shoot, I don't think the Iowa Cubs have anybody left on their damn team. All the players are on the big league roster right now.
That's gotta be tough. Like if you actually legitimately like the minor league team, you're almost guaranteed to lose all your best players, right? No matter what level you're at, single A, double A, triple A, because you're like, oh, that left fielder is great. Well, call him up. Next, maybe if it's single A, they go up to double A, or if it's rookie ball, they go up to single A, and then you lose them. Like, well, gotta start over. Sports franchise, no, that'd be expensive. You thought molds were expensive. Imagine trying to buy in on the Cubs or something. What would that cost? A couple bucks? Probably more than $20. Maybe even $50. What do you think? I own part of a franchise. I got a share in the Green Bay Packers.
Nice.
For what that's worth. They actually sell their shares, but it's kind of a gimmick. It's really just for them to raise money. I can't really do anything. Oh, yeah, he likes PCA. Yeah.
I mean, he's freaking been like he didn't become so freaking big in his head, I mean, he would have actually had a damn all-star season. I mean, he was an all-star for like 3 months, probably 2 months, and
Really
then
good, too.
he and freaking Kyle Tucker. Basically, once Kyle Tucker went downhill, so did freaking Crow Armstrong. You know, he had the whole Hollywood Pete. He let that get to his head, and then what happened? His entire freaking what was he like 25, 26 home runs like the first half of the season, first couple of months,
a lot.
and then he had like 1 home run like the entire second half of the season.
I mean, admittedly, the pitchers also figure out if you throw it anywhere near the plate, he's going to swing at it. But yeah, he's a young guy, so maybe he can figure it out. But the Cubs don't have a history of young guys figuring it out, so that's what gets me nervous. Because he has a lot of talent. If he could just maybe not swing at everything, he would have such a great year.
But
we'll see.
That frustrates the hell out of me that he finished the season with 95 RBIs. I feel like anytime.
Oh, did he? Dang, he's so close.
For me.
Yes, thank you.
Uh-oh.
Can you throw this away?
Yes.
Cat said no. No. You can want it away. No.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm thinking about 5 more minutes, and
yeah, 7:45. You gotta wait for the reset, right? You gotta at least get to the reset. That halftime.
About 7:45 you, 8:45 me. Because I'm gonna stop just so I can spend some time with the wife. But about 9 o'clock, I need to be on the phone because I need to be call the warehouse about this.
Yeah, that's 20 minutes from now, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
And then we'll hear on Wednesday your updates and stuff.
Yeah, because I need to figure out what the hell what we can do about this, because like I said, this right here, this is unacceptable. This we can't send this to the factory.
Is that just because it's the prototype? The real figure won't be that way?
I hope so, because like I said, if this is what they plan on mass producing, I am completely effed up. Like completely effed.
I can't think they would. I don't know if that's just because it's the prototype and they just threw it together quickly, or if they wanted you to be able to open it or something. But I can't think the final product they'd want to.
No. Like you said, I just think that they want me to see what it would look like, beforehand.
Yeah, I assume the arms aren't going to come off that easily on the final figure.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like AJ from Latuni, like he buys prototypes from Mattel, for example.
Oh, okay.
Like he has prototypes of Logan Paul and Dusty and from Series 1
for his personal collection. You mean?
Yeah. And he's done reviews on his YouTube channel where he actually shows these actual figures in pieces like so.
So the prototypes do come apart. Okay.
Yeah. So this right here, this isn't out of the realm of normalcy or anything like that.
Yeah. But in fact, I think BRG also sells their prototypes, and I think I remember somebody posting something on, maybe it was the Will Ospreay figure he had to put together. Like literally, it was like Humpty Dumpty, and they broke into pieces somehow or something. I don't remember what.
Yeah. But it's just the fact that
expensive.
This is complete. This is fine. This is fantastic. It just doesn't have the flexibility that I need. But man, I just needed this for this piece right here with the flexibility.
Maybe
and it would have been ready to go.
Well,
I was so excited to get this in today because I could have called them and be like, "Yes, you're good, 100%. Let's get it. We're ready to start mass production."
Warp 1 engage.
Yeah, and now we're probably behind again.
You think?
Because I wanted to start the second figure and get the second figure into production, and now this puts us even further behind.
But you're going to be talking to them tonight, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I need to, because, like I said, I need to physically be talking to someone about this, because this can't work.
Yeah, because 9 o'clock your time, would it be their time? Would it be about like 9 a.m. tomorrow or something like that? Are they about 13 hours ahead, something like that?
13 hours. That's what it is. 13 hours, not 9 hours. So,
yeah, so it'll be like morning for them. Isn't that kind of weird?
Like 10 o'clock or so.
10 going to bed tonight, and it's like morning for them. I know how the world works and the Earth works, physically, but it's kind of fun because I've also had some like second and third shift folks I've worked with overseas, like in India and stuff, and they're similar. Where it's kind of weird you think about like, oh, I'm ready to leave, and for them, it's 5 in the morning or something. You're like, oh yeah, I guess that is right with 12 or 13-hour difference. So Wednesday should be fun. I'll have even some more updates from tonight's discussion.
Yeah. So apparently we're very lucky that Anne doesn't get her boyfriend in here.
Oh, why?
Beats the hell out of me. Shit. I thought you would know.
Me? Why? Did I miss something? No, remember I blocked her.
Shit.
I don't see anything she says. I don't remember. What's her full name or their full name? It's probably a dude. What am I saying? Her.
Yeah, it's probably some dude troll or something.
Could you be serious? That sounds like a movie quote. That almost sounds like a Gorilla Monsoon or something. No, that was "Will you be serious?" I think he used to say to Bobby Heenan. Will you be serious? I think. Am I misremembering that? I could be wrong. I've been reminiscing a lot with Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Heenan because kayfabe, they were enemies, but they're secretly best friends. Cubs. Yeah. I wish. I was born into it. Yeah.
And I bet he's got a 6-pack and he's worth 6 figures and he's 6 feet tall and what else?
And that's why she's hanging out on a live stream.
Exactly.
Was he too busy working or something? So could you be serious, Cubs? Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know if I've ever heard that one for Cubs. Could you be serious? Completely useless by September. I have heard that one. I've heard that.
All right, guys. We are at the hour 45-minute marker.
We haven't had a reset. Come on, reset.
We got about another 5 minutes before the reset.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It is, a lot of times it is closer to hour and 50 minutes with 110 minutes. I don't even know. But no, you got a phone call to make, and
yeah, I need to prepare for that, and I need to check my Alibaba messages to see if he responded yet. So, and I mean, an hour 45 minutes is good time. So
it was a good time. But no, some good updates. I know maybe it's not perfect and exactly what you want, but it is progress. And we'll see. We'll see what you find out tonight, and we'll see you in BBI on Wednesday.
Nice. So, all right, guys. So Wednesday, per usual. So yeah, I guess we won't be in on Wednesday. So I'll probably send you the link just in case BBA won't be able to make it. But so I
mean, at minimum, I was going to watch, right? So I'll probably be there either way.
Yeah. So Wednesday, guys. Yeah. So Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time, guys, per usual. And Friday, as always, 11 a.m. Kirk's Corner and I, we do our Hasbro. That will be, what is that? That's Series 5, I think we're on this week.
That sounds right.
So Friday, Series 5 Hasbro's. And then Saturday, I don't know if Saturday we'll be doing live streams.
Maybe not.
So, yeah, because I've been taking the last few Saturdays off. But if we do come back on Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll see what happens.
Is the Friday show Eastern as well? 11?
Yeah.
Was the last one, though, like at noon or something? It felt like it was later because I was a little bit late, but I wasn't.
Yeah, I think like maybe I think Series 2, I think we started like 11:30 or something.
Yeah, there was something like, I'm late, but I wasn't as late as I thought I would. I need to remember 11 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah, so if one week we were running late that week, so I think we started like 11:30 or something.
That's before my lunchtime, but I do work from computer, so it's pretty easy for me to open it up in another. Because usually if I'm not in a meeting or something and I'm heads down programming or whatever, I'll have music or podcast on anyway, so it works out perfect.
Yeah, when Kirk and I are doing our live streams on Friday, it may not be a guaranteed 11 o'clock all the time. Sometimes it might be 10:30 in the morning. It might be 11. It might be 11:30. It might be 12. But more than likely 11 o'clock. Give or take around that time frame. But
usually I just check your post. You'll probably post something if it's early or late or something.
Yeah. So, but as always, guys, thank you for tuning in, for watching, for the comments. Always fun. Even the troll comments have their purpose because I did get a kick out of some of these commentary today. So, guys, talk to you guys in the comments. See you in the next live stream, and be sure to tune in Wednesday as we go further details of what's happening with Maniac Riot Wrestling and with the new release of the Bone Breaking Action release. So, thank you so much to Fly the L for joining me for as special co-host, and talk to you guys next time. Take care, everybody.